today?
Hi, I'm going to be honest. I've never really been to anything like this before.
Okay.
Feels a bit weird. How does this work? Who will know what we talk about here?
Right. Well, fundamentally, this is a safe space for you where you can share your thoughts and feelings. And what we discuss throughout our sessions is all private and confidential. However, the only time it will be broken is as if I sense that you or someone else is at risk. Then I must take the right precaution and tell someone that's appropriate. Though I'm here to support you.
Oh, okay. That's great though. How many sessions will it take?
Well, that's certainly your choice when you think you're ready to end counselling.
Right, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. Will you be able to sort my situation out?
Well, I can certainly help you make sense of your concerns and get an insight into what's happening and help you develop more confidence in order for you to deal with it. And that's something we can work through together if you wanted to.
Yes, I would like that. Though, where do I start from? Are you going to ask me questions about how I'm feeling?
Well, yes, I'm interested in what concerns you and how you feel. Although, noticing your question there, I'm curious as to whether other people have been interested to know about how you're feeling. However, let's start by introducing yourself.
Well, no, not really. Okay, sure. My name is Jasmine Jane.
Nice to meet you, Jasmine. So, can you tell me a little about yourself?
Oh, okay. I'm 17 and I go to school at Downside High School.
Okay, what year are you in?
I'm in year 10 at the moment.
That's great. What subjects do you enjoy taking at school?
I mainly enjoy English.
English, right. Is that the only subject you enjoy taking at school?
Yeah, it's the only one I enjoy taking in school.
Okay, is there a reason why you mainly enjoy English in school?
Well, for me, English is a time to focus on myself. As I enjoy writing in a journal, I find it very calming to write what's on my mind. I guess it's my way of me time.
Okay, though you say you time, is there a reason why you feel you need you time?
Well, I guess it's my time to, how do I say it? Well, just to let out what's on my mind and into my journal. That might sound strange for others. I know it is, but I just find that it's easier for me to express how I feel on paper.
Okay.
I'm just not that good with talking to people. Like, I get really nervous and I start to feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so you feel like you're more comfortable to express yourself by writing in your journal rather than vocally expressing yourself. That's fine. However, when you say you already know that others think it's strange to write in your journal, what are you referring to?
Yes, that's correct, I guess. It's what I'm most comfortable with and what I've always been comfortable with. Well, at school people laugh and stare at me and make jokes about how I'm always like writing in my journal.
Okay. So you feel more comfortable with expressing yourself for writing in a journal rather than talking to people about what is on your mind when something's bothering you. How does it make you feel when people from your school treat you like that? However, apart from that, is there a reason to why you feel you need to write in your journal?
Well, I try to ignore them, but most days I just tell them to mind their own business. It's like, yes, it's a little strange, I know, but I've always been like this. I guess I feel that I need to do it in order for me not to bottle things up and think about what's bothering me instead. So I write in my journal. It's just so frustrating that they don't leave me alone.
Well, okay, Jasmine, I can understand that it agitates you to know that others pick on you about writing in your journal at school. Though it's not strange at all. Everyone has their own way of expressing their thoughts and feelings. Yours is by writing in your journal. However, how are you doing at school?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you understand. I'm glad someone understands.
Yeah.
School, I don't really enjoy it. Like, when a group of girls socialising at lunch and enjoying each other's company, I just wish I could build my confidence to be like them
Okay.
and to have that relationship with other people at my school.
Okay, so you don't really like school because your social life isn't what you want it to be.
Yes. Like, I have friends, but they're not always around me. I guess it's because I'm always writing my journal. I'm kind of too closed off to talk to anyone.
Okay, so you feel like your friends aren't around you because you're always writing in a journal rather than talking to them?
Yes, that's what I feel.
Okay, Desmond, I understand. Would you like to start off by telling me why you've come to see me today?
Okay, well, I guess so. I'm in a really difficult situation at the moment.
Okay.
I've had a lot of trouble, like a troubled upbringing, where I was adopted by a family when I was only 3. I only started to question things in the last 2 years, as that was when my parents had told me that I was adopted. I found it so hard to take it in, and since then I have changed the way I am towards my family.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I feel uncomfortable when I talk to people, and now around the family I feel more uncomfortable than I did before because of what I know. I'm not that good with opening a conversation with anyone. And as for now, I'm always wondering who my birth parents are and why they left me at such a young age. Like, why they didn't leave me at birth. What changed? Why wait till I was 3? And I also question why they haven't come back for me. This has really been hard for me and is causing so much conflict in my life.
I understand. It has played a large role in your life, hasn't it? Though you're finding it hard about the truth about your parents leaving you. Though I must ask, why have you changed the way you are towards your family?
Well, I guess I've changed because I'm so angry and frustrated over the fact that I'm adopted. Like, my birth parents actually left me for 2 total strangers at the time. I was only 3. How can you have the heart to leave your child? Like, it's hard for me to adapt to news like this. That's why I've changed so much towards my family. Like, why didn't they just tell me earlier? They hid it from me for such a long time. Sometimes, in a way, I think to myself, it would have been better if they didn't tell me at all. Then I wouldn't have to feel the way I do and think of how life could have been if they hadn't left me. It's just strange. Everything is so different and it's all over the place.
Okay, so you're angry as this has come to a shock to you, which has affected the way you are towards the family. You sometimes think if you didn't know your birth parents, you wouldn't have to go through what you're going through now, which leaves you frustrated and confused. It's playing a role in your life where you wish you never knew about it. Though, can you tell me a little about your upbringing?
Yes, that's right. It has played a huge role in my life, which it leaves me wondering, angry and frustrated. Yes, I come from a family of 5, not including me. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother. I have never really gotten along with them as they have always seen me as an outsider.
Okay, but is there a reason why they view you as an outsider?
I guess I just don't involve myself with anyone. Even before I found out my parents aren't really my parents, I just never mixed with them. Though I did distance myself more than usual once I found out the truth, because I was angry over knowing I'm actually adopted.
Okay, though, what's the reason behind you not involving yourself?
Well, I guess thinking back, I didn't feel I belonged, and after finding out the truth, it made me angry, as I thought to myself, this isn't even my family. So I didn't feel the need to involve myself with them, so I started to distance myself.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you feel you don't have to participate in any family activities and events as you don't feel you belong, and also you don't feel that you need to, as you actually believe they aren't your real family, which has placed you in a difficult situation at home being around the family.
Yes, it sounds silly, doesn't it? But it's right. I just feel different, and being at home, I'm uncomfortable. I hate it.
Okay, though different how? Can you explain what you hate?
Well, different in the sense where I just feel that I'm not attached properly to this family. I feel awkward when I come to think deeper into the situation. It's like really weird. What I hate most is the fact that I feel different to everyone. I hate it. Like I get this mother and father of mine who raised me, but still now I don't feel attached.
Okay, I can understand you don't feel part of this family, and since finding out the truth makes you feel different around the family. Though, why do you think it's so uncomfortable for you at home?
Well, most likely, I do think it may be because of the way I am towards everyone. Like, I don't talk to anyone or get involved in anything they're doing. I guess that would make everyone feel uncomfortable, and it also make me feel uncomfortable around everyone.
Okay, well, would you like to make change in order for you not to feel how you're feeling now? If so, what do you think you should do to make a change?
Well, I guess so. I think I should be more involved, and I really should try to get involved with the activities they may be doing and try to talk to them. I do think it's because of this way that I'm so closed off, but it's just hard to do that.
Well, firstly, congratulations on your strength in wanting to attempt involving yourself with your family. This is your first goal, and it also is your first step. Though, I'm still sensing that you're upset. You feel confused not knowing who your parents are, and this has affected you growing up around your sibling, which restricts you from being comfortable with them. But furthermore, it affects you more now rather than how it was for you before.
Thank you, yes. That is my first steps. Well, yeah, it has affected me more than before. It's just affected me more than I thought it would. I'm just so furious. Now that I'm older and understand more, I have so many questions which are all unanswered. Like, where were they when it was my birthday? Why wouldn't you write a letter to explain why you left? Why did they leave me from when I was only 3?
Yeah.
No one knows anything about my parents. It always puts me in a dark place. I just don't like feeling like this.
Okay, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're disappointed and you feel hurt not knowing anything about your parents, which frustrates you, and it makes it so much harder for you to communicate with your family, where you feel stuck and you feel torn between the two.
Yes, that's right. I do feel that way, but I just want to move on from that. I just don't want to feel this way.
Right, I hear you. Though, by moving on, what do you want to achieve?
I want to achieve happiness. I just don't want to feel this way. When will it stop?
Well, Jasmine, you just set another goal for yourself, to achieve happiness. Though, I must ask, what way are you referring to? How do you feel?
I guess I just did. I feel angry. I feel furious. I feel upset. And I feel very confused. I just don't want to scream. I want to scream most of the days.
Okay, what are your main issues here? Like, why do you feel like that?
Well, I feel sad and frustrated and angry because I think that people my age don't have to go through what I'm going through.
Okay.
It's just not fair. No one should have to be in such a situation. It changes who you are. You lose your self-identity. You feel like you don't know who you really are because you don't know where you have come from.
Yeah.
And what life is could have been for me if I hadn't been adopted. Not knowing who my birth parents are, it frustrates me. not being able to be myself out there and be around friends and my family upsets and confuses me because I'm always keeping them distant. I just don't let myself in and let them in. I just feel like I don't belong there. It upsets me, but I can't seem to be around them anyway because I'm always wondering how my birth mother and father would have been around me. I question a lot of things to myself.
Alright. Well, I can understand that you feel frustrated, sad, and confused all at once. Where you feel this situation you're in isn't fair on you, and you feel that being a teenager, you shouldn't have to go through such a situation. Where you have yourself wondering how life could have been for you if your birth parents had been around and you had not been adopted. This confuses you and it puts you in a situation where you analyse things to a certain extent, which leaves you coping in your own way, which is writing in your journal. You said earlier that you don't want to feel the way you do now, where you set yourself another goal. What may you do to achieve your goal to happiness?
That's right. I do feel confused with this situation, and yes, I would like to make a change. I guess to achieve my happiness, I need to let others in. I don't think I can go on being the way I am. It's not healthy.
Okay, that's great, Jasmine. So your goal is to achieve happiness for yourself?
Yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to achieve happiness. I want things to change for myself, for my own good. I just don't know how to begin to do that.
Okay, well, that's really good. You want to make change. Though, how would you like things to change? In what way do you want things to change for you?
Well, I want to be able to talk about my feelings and my emotions rather than writing it all in my journal. I don't want anyone to make fun of me because I write in my journal.
Okay, so Jasmine, how will you start to achieve your goal to happiness? What will you be doing or going to achieve your goal to happiness? What are you going to do to accomplish your goal?
I don't really know, but I guess I could start off by having a one-on-one chat to my mother. I think that will help me get comfortable with talking. However, I just hope she would want to talk to me.
Okay.
Come to think about it, it doesn't even, I don't even know what I could begin to talk to her about.
Well, that's a great start. Though I sense that you're confused and worried about your mother, what she will say to you, or how she will act when you come to approach to talk to her.
Yeah. Though I have to talk to her, but what would I say?
So you're worried about what you'll say to her, though you sound puzzled, like you know what to do, but you're finding it hard to do it.
Well, yeah, it's just, I want to get close to my family and feel loved, but I'm just so afraid.
What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of getting rejected. The way I was rejected from my birth parents, they didn't want me, and it makes me feel if I get close to my family, they won't want me either.
Right, I hear you. So you're afraid to open up because you have fears you might get rejected by the family?
Yes, correct. I know it's me convincing myself that might do that, but I just won't know until I actually approach them and try to talk to them. But I'll have to try to talk to my mother, I guess. I'll give it a go. I think I can do it.
Okay.
I just need to get involved with the family. It might help me adjust better with the situation and ask questions about my adoption to try to help me understand it better rather than coping with it alone.
That's great. That's a great start, Jasmine. I'm sensing relief now that you have decided to talk with your mother.
Well, it really did feel good to say that.
Well, that's great. You are making progress with expressing your feelings and your thoughts. Now, that's it for today. However, next week, once you come back to see me for your next session, will you be able to tell me what has changed
so. I will see you next week though. Bye.
That's great. Bye. Hi, Jasmine. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Well, last week, we spoke about making changes in your family, with your family, and you told me that you found it hard to communicate vocally with anyone, where you'd much rather write how you feel down. Also, that you wanted to try and involve yourself with your family. We ended up developing a plan, and you decided to first start with having a one-on-one conversation with your mother. Would you like to tell me how that went for you?
Yeah, sure. It was really good actually. It went well. I spoke with my mother at first. She told my father to come join us, but then I was uncomfortable and felt nervous. So I asked if I could just speak to my mother before she brought in Dad. I spoke with her about how the situation made me feel. After now knowing the truth about my adoption, she was sympathetic and understanding of me.
Okay.
She had explained to me that she knew it would be really hard for me to adjust to such a situation, and how hard she knew it would be for me to come around. So that made me stronger to talk to her. I then asked her a few questions about my adoption. It did help. I got a few answers that I was seeking for, though I still feel it wasn't enough.
Okay, well that's great that you spoke with your mother about your adoption. Though, what are you referring to when you say you feel it wasn't enough? What way? Why do you feel that way?
I just feel that they're hiding something from me. And I don't know the full story, but I think they're doing that for my own good.
Okay.
I would just much rather know everything I know, that I'm adopted. What more could it be? However, putting that aside, apart from me wanting to know more, I guess I feel a lot better. I could even say I'm at ease.
Okay.
I also got a chance to mingle with everyone, as my parents thought it would be a good idea to gather my sisters and brother around. At first, I was as if it had been a little intimidated by me, that I never spoke to them before. But when I did, it was as if they seemed understanding and open. It feels great being able to talk to them.
Okay, though you're eager to just know everything from your parents, however, they don't seem to be telling you enough, as you feel they want to protect you. However, it's great that you feel changed with your family, as you took a brave leap to overcome your goals, which was involving yourself with the family, and also you set your goal to happiness. This is where you allowed yourself to open up and be comfortable with your family, as your main fear was rejection. Now that you have accomplished your fear of rejection, your fear of vocally expressing yourself and your goals, how did it make you feel to overcome them?
Yeah, I did accomplish my goals, didn't I? Yes, it felt scary before approaching my mum at first. However, once I spoke with my mum and spoke with my dad, I was able to get comfortable with them. I felt like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders,
Okay.
where I had the confidence and also felt comfortable enough to speak with the rest of the family. At first I felt that they would shut me down and not be willing to talk because of how I was treating them. However, they seemed understanding. I guess at first they didn't seem like they wanted to talk, but when they did, it felt really nice to have just got that out of the way. I feel like the hard part is now coming to an end.
Yes, you did accomplish your goals. Congratulations, Jasmine. I've sensed you in a much better space now. Now that you have more comfort with your family, though, how is your relationship with your sisters and brothers now?
That's correct. I feel lighter. When I spoke with them, I didn't feel like I didn't belong. I actually felt like I belonged there. And as we all sat around together, I thought to myself, there was no need to keep thinking of how life could have been for me. However, before all this, it just didn't feel right at home. To me, a home is where you are to come and be comfortable in its place to decompress. However, I didn't feel I could do that. Though now that I'm more comfortable and over time, I'm sure I will get even better with my parents
Okay.
and siblings. It will allow me to unwind and try to be myself at home, where I can also involve myself in my family activities that they may be doing. Yeah, I could say my relationship with my sisters is really good at the moment.
Okay.
We have had a few lunch dates to catch up and try and build a strong relationship together. Talking with them has really helped me so much with expressing my feelings.
That's correct.
I can tell them anything as they will listen.
Well, that's really great, Jasmine. Now you're feeling more at ease and feeling more comfortable as you're now in a better place with your family after being able to speak with them. This is a great progress. You have managed to overcome your fear of rejection and fear of expressing yourself vocally, along with achieving your goals to happiness. The issues that you had was being afraid to open up to your family because it upset you and made you wonder what it would have been like to have a family of your own. Though, I must ask, how is your relationship with your father now?
Well, my relationship with my father now is really good. We spent some quality time together. He always shows me photos of myself when I was little, of him carrying me and my birthdays. It's really nice to bond with him. I couldn't be more happier.
That's great. You're building a relationship making your relationship stronger with your father. How are you going at school now? How's your relationship with your friends?
School's going good. Me and my friends are in a really good place now. We're always laughing and making jokes, and it's like what I've always wanted to have with them.
Yep.
But I guess I didn't have the confidence. But now I have so much more confidence as I now have a job in retail, where I always have to be communicating with the customers.
Yep.
My confidence was also built up because I've met someone through work. His name's Paul. He has made me so confident in myself and has helped me so much with opening up to him and others about what's going through my mind rather than how I've dealt with my problems before.
That's really good to hear, Jasmine. How do your parents feel about you being with someone now?
Oh, my parents are really happy for me. They get along with him, so it's pretty cool. They can see that he plays a large role in my life, where he has helped me come out of my shell more than before.
That's really great, Jasmine. I'm so glad that things have turned around for you so dramatically. Though I must ask, what have you realised through this journey of yours?
Yeah, it feels great being able to communicate with everyone.
Yeah.
Well, what I have realised is that my family was always my family, though I never accepted it and made it difficult for them to approach me.
Okay.
However, they accept me and love me, and I'm grateful that I have a family who cares for me enough to let me be for so long and wait for me to come around to them once I had it all figured out for myself. Like I said earlier, there is no need for me to wonder how life could have been for me, as now this is my home and I have a family. And I'm in such a good place where I feel I don't need my journey anymore.
That's great.
And as for my mother and my sisters, they'll always be there when I need to talk to them.
Well, I'm so very pleased with your progress, and I'm glad that you have now overcome your goals and your fears, where you feel more comfortable with your family and friends, where you have no more second doubts about how life could have been for you. After demonstrating your ability to overcome your goals, you are now stronger than when you first began your counselling. You are aware of your underlying issues that arose, and you're making it the way you felt you have managed to deal with them, and you overcome your fear with communicating with your family and friends.
Yeah, thank you. I do feel the change dramatically. How I used to be around my family and friends and how I never was able to communicate with them. It's like two different people now. And now I feel as though I'm ready to stop coming to counselling.
Okay. I'm glad you feel the change. So, are
managed to resolve my problems. Where I'm in such a good place right now, and I also have so much support to keep me going.
Okay, if that's what you would like to do, and feel like you're ready to do that, then we can start working towards entering counselling.
Great. Yeah, I do feel I'm set for this.
Well, can you tell me overall how things have changed for you?
Okay, well, overall, things that have changed for me, referring to how I am now, which is happy and at ease, I feel like I have no more worries, though I still know that things won't be perfect. But being around the house has changed a lot since I've come out of my shell
Okay.
around family. Me and my mum have never been so close, and each day we are working on building a stronger relationship between us.
Mm-hmm.
With the help of my counselling, I feel I can now communicate better with everyone without feeling nervous or uncomfortable around anyone, not just the family, but also my friends and my boyfriend.
Okay. So you feel the difference at home now that you have come this far, which is a good sign. And I'm glad to know that you are building a stronger relationship day by day with your family and making new relationships with others. This shows that it has helped you a lot by having a job, as you are communicating with customers on a daily basis. This has helped you build up your confidence. So, wrapping up, as this is our last session, can you tell me how you go on with expressing your feelings and also keeping things in order with your family and friends once our sessions are over?
Well, my reactions are number one now, and I know how to cope in difficult situations. This will help me in future when I'm struggling because of what I've learned through counselling, and will continue to go by what I have learned and worked on myself day by day to progress my confidence. I also have the help of my loved ones, but I appreciate all you have done in helping me work to reach where I am in this time of my life.
No problem. Well, I'm so glad that you have come so far and have showed great progress with yourself. It has been great counselling with you, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you.